My name is Ezzat Mansoor. I'm also from Old Mutual. I'm a corporate sales consultant. I wasn't going to say anything tonight because we didn't have a presentation or anything. And as life is, you know, being on this course, but also being normal human beings, it's all about the timing factor, you know. We are normal, we have our normal lives, we do our work, we have children, we have everything at home. So trying to get together with my partner was always the biggest challenge in this whole thing, I must admit, you know. And as I stand here now, the biggest disappointment always was that I always thought that we could have done more, we should have done more. But then you also realize that this is just an ongoing journey, you know. So where this past year was maybe, you know, the honeymoon is over, even though I didn't see my husband or wife, you know. So now the real deal starts happening. And I'm glad that my partner actually made it here tonight, because he's a phenomenal person, you know. The school had a pass rate of 96% last year. Coming off from a very decent base already, but it's because of, he's a fierce person, you know. And when Gillian approached me, or this opportunity was thrust upon me basically, I thought, do I want to do this, you know. Gillian came to the office, we chatted, I said, like everybody else here, all the partners, we had no idea what this was about. It was the furthest thing from my mind, and I thought, do I really smart for this? Do I have the time? You know? But then I thought, no, let's do this thing. In fact, Adila, a friend of mine, just a few weeks before that, I think she had sent me a message about it. And you know, when this came about, I thought, that's what she was talking about. It's maybe going to be cool because she's also going to be there and we'll do this journey together and everything else. And I think that was also one of the biggest things, you know. When we all got together, everything just made sense. When we were all in our partnerships and we did the time to think and all of that. That was the greatest part of this whole thing for me. Sharing, learning about each other, because I was a lot in the principal's offices, okay, and I hated the principal. Because they were always this, in our mind, there were always these intimidating people. Back in the day, the Rapsi or two was allowed. You were allowed to get a whack or two in the principal's office. And then when I saw the size of my partners, I thought, sheesh, the intimidating guy. I wouldn't want to be in his office for one. But I spoke to my boss, he's also here, so thanks for making it, Bunju. And we decided, listen, do this thing, it's worthwhile, you know. And that is, at the end of it all, after all is said and done, it's a worthwhile thing that we're doing. We can't change the world all at once, but it's those little steps that we're taking towards this, making a brighter future for our kids. I was totally blown away by what we heard at the schools, you know, and it's much of a muchness, the problems that the schools go through, you know. Every school that we went to had the same issues, they had the same challenges. That's how we tackle it. We eat an elephant, you know, one bite at a time. And I think that is what we should always just bear in mind and remember. So I hope, you know, I hope that what I'm saying is that this is just about the start of the journey. We've made a bit of a difference. There was a problem with, when I walked into that school, the first thing when they said Motherwell, I'm like, hey, GPS, Motherwell, I'm taking it to Motherwell. Every road I turned down, I thought there was a tsotsi looking at me. And I had this big bright blue car, so I pull into the school and everybody's taking selfies with the car and stuff. I'm like, yo, celebrity status, you know. But it's intimidating because we are out of our comfort zones. And our work takes us everywhere, really it does. You know, we go into, today I was in Humansdorp on gravel road, 30 Ks, Oyster Bay, and you name it, we go all over. But say go into KwaZulu or into Motherwell or stuff like that, it's like, am I safe? But then I realized Gillian does it so very often, you know, and I take my hat off to her because she does it effortlessly. And I think that was also motivation for us. So here I was meeting Mlungisi at his office, and I'm thinking, gee whiz, our school used to be neat and tidy and everything was in the desk and everything was in the cupboard and, you know, just paperwork stacked high and stuff like that. So we've managed to get funding also, and I'm glad to say that we've built cupboards and stuff like that, you know. So those are things that makes me happy. I'm a guy, like I always told you, Gillian, I don't feel like I'm doing anything. I want to do something. If you give me the paintbrush and say, go paint that school wall, I feel a sense of satisfaction because I've done something. I can see the wall is painted. But it's not about that, you know. It's about being there. It's about having an ear to listen to talk to. And that is where the human part of being a principal comes into. I think we grew up being intimidated by these people. They were like the holy grail of whatever industry, you know. You couldn't approach a principal. But just knowing and chatting to Mlungisi, we have a lot in common as well. And yeah, I want to thank everybody, Partners for Possibility, Julian again, my partner. I'd like him to come up. So you can say a couple of words. Not so easily. I'll go and sit down. So let him.
I was actually not prepared to say anything. But what I'm going to say is, I want to first thank Gillian for her disposition. I think you're the right person for the job. Because you're working with people. You're never judgmental. You allow everybody to express themselves. There's no one who's right and wrong. In fact, I think you're supposed to be a teacher. How I knew about PFP, I was at the Nelson Mandela University. There was a function there. Apparently there was a PFP lady who spoke about the program, and I went to her after that event. I ended up sort of recruiting Bully, Yolanda, Chris, and the other guy. And we went to East London. And there was a session that was there. And from then on, we got involved in the program. I don't want to talk about Soqhayisa, the school. I can talk until cows come home. But I want to say it's coincidental that a person that introduced me to that school, Mrs. Nopote, is here. On that day, she was a district director. On that day, when I went to the school for the first time, there was actually apparently a memorial service of the previous principal. and she took me to the stage. And just as I was sitting there, unaware that now I have to say something. I didn't know the principal, don't really know the school, but she asked me to say something. I was actually baptized with fire on the day. But nevertheless, that was good experience because she said a few words that are now still lessons to me. Soqhayisa started in 1992, the Back to School campaign by Nelson Mandela during that period. I can say a lot about the school. I just got there in 2008. And the learners were 300. We had 300 learners. As we speak, we now have 1,022 learners. It's because, like Kita was saying, parents are voting on their feet. They choose to send their kids to the school. I'm very passionate about the school. I think that's also very important if you're a leader of an institution. Since 2008, we've never gone beyond the national norm, which is 60%. We in the 80s, 90s. Last year we had 96. I can assure you this year we're going to be in the hundreds. I think that comes from the fact that I have learned this from a gentleman in the township, Mr. Tuze. He is a priest. He told me that don't wait for people to tell you that you are good. Say it to yourself or say it yourself. So I've learned through the years since 2008. But I am trying to be good. I think it's because I'm passionate about the school. The school has done well, not without challenges, like all the schools in the township. It's very difficult to get into a school where a certain culture was inculcated in the people within there for a reasonable number of years. Now you must get rid of that culture. I think it's a situation that most of us have, like Mbuleli and Yolanda. Especially in their case, I can often feel for them when you were a teacher at that school. Fortunately for me, I was not at that school, I was at another school. Coming to PFP, for me, it created a platform. I'm a very shy person by nature. I'm not a very good speaker. I'm that kind of a person who's good at speaking in his box, not outside the box, but I've learned to do that through PFP. You know, all of these programs, time to think, you know, to a certain extent I was a good listener at some point, not a very good one. Listener, but not a very good one. We always have a conclusion of what the person says. So through PFP, I've learned that you take your jacket off, you listen, you consult. I wasn't aware that I'm a consultant, being principal, but now, because of PFP, I know that I'm a consultant. With Ezzat, I've learned a lot. He's more of a person who's open. You can hide yourself with him because he comes forth and open about everything. And so I've learned quite a lot from him. This one day, we had we call it academic hours at our school. We spoke on the phone, and I was driving towards this place. We spoke on the phone. And when I arrived at the place, I was just talking to these people about trophies and stuff. Without me being aware, he just got in and said, okay, we pay for these trophies and everything. I mean, for me, what a good idea. These are trophies that I was supposed to go to the kids during the prize giving. And there's quite a number of other things. You know, the stuff that he was talking about rebuilding at the school, it is there. I think I'm going to take a photograph and send him tomorrow. And with the teamwork that we've built through things I've learned with the PFP, you know, teachers are doing things at the school without me saying so. They come and report to me that we are planning to do this. I've opened up at the door wider than it was before because I've learned from here. I must say that the corps were a good platform for me to learn from others. You don't need to be involved with people, directly involved with people for you to learn. You learn from other people from afar. Listen to what they say, see what they do. I respect my colleagues because I listen to their stories without being judgmental. Nah, this one are doing that, this one are doing that. No. As I say, I want to thank everyone here, Ezzat and Charlie. Keep on doing the work. I would have wanted to continue with the program this year again, and maybe in a different way. But nevertheless, others will come in, and I'm sure they are going to benefit. Thank you.